the athletes, we wanted to service a lot of that content through a channel here on Seesmic Look, and that's what we've done. So just to take a really quick look at it, you can see at the top here, Lindsey Vaughn is asking her fans which helmet they like, and Lindsey is a big tweeter. There are a bunch of athletes in here who tweet a lot with Red Bull. If I take a look at her tweet, oops. Oh, she posted it on Facebook. So there are several categories. You can look at athletes, all of our athletes. Reggie Bush, big game coming up with the Vikings. Go Saints. And Reggie is a prolific tweeter. So he does all these himself. He has a lot of stuff to say on Twitter. His follower base is growing really strongly. How many people know that Reggie is part of the Red Bull family? So really cool to be able to surface him here in the application. Some other leaders, Brian Vickers does a fair amount of tweeting, one of our NASCAR drivers. In the background, what we tried to do is also show, again, the breadth of the world of Red Bull, different sports or culture activities that we're involved in.
That's amazing.
James Stewart, the current super motocross champ, guy's absolutely amazing. And you can always get back to other areas as well. So we've broken up the athletes in a lot of ways. It's kind of cool, these guys right here. We have pilots and the Red Bull Air Force. They're cool. Skydivers, base jumpers, etc. And all of them tweet, and they come up with some really cool photos that they drop into the channel in terms of when they're just about to go out of a plane or things like that. And then finally, the thing that I'll show here is China Shop is a property that Red Bull has that features a lot of our culture content, so art, music, fashion, that type of stuff. And China Shop is a website. China Shop is also a publisher of tweets. And here you can see that someone at China Shop is excited about the Coachella lineup. So we think this is a really cool interface. A couple things, one innovation is just seems to me to be something that's embraced at Red Bull. I think that the beverage itself is an innovation. So anytime we see something new, that's a great opportunity for us to kind of connect more closely with consumers. We're in on it. We want to experiment. We want to try it. And we thought this is really impressive. And then also, we think this is a really good opportunity just to show the kind of depth and breadth of the world of Red Bull.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Just one question. What is your, can you give us a few words about why is being on Twitter important for Red Bull? What's your idea behind it?
I think it's fairly natural. It's really that consumers are talking about Red Bull there already. We have a Red Bull Twitter account, and a consumer actually started that account. We took it over from the consumer in a super friendly way. The guy was a big fan, and now he's an even bigger fan. I may see him this afternoon. He's here in New York. But consumers are already talking about Red Bull. So it's a great opportunity for us to join the conversation.
And so do you get in touch with them?
Yeah, we absolutely do. And another thing that I like a lot on Twitter is we have the opportunity to amplify the consumer conversation. So there's a lot of things that I wouldn't necessarily say, or maybe the brand wouldn't necessarily say, that consumers say. But when we jump in and retweet that stuff and kind of share it around, we're really just giving a louder voice to things that consumers are already saying. I think that's unique to Twitter. It's something that we didn't have the opportunity to do that before.
And it gives me an opportunity to explain that this is extremely flexible. As a partner, you have full control, obviously, on the background you choose. As Kevin demonstrated, if you go into any of the, let's go to here. And so you can change, obviously, the avatar, the picture of any of the users. You can do it, and this is all obviously on the server side. So it doesn't. We don't have to, upload and upgrade, and you don't have to download anything. It's gonna be live and change. So do you plan to integrate consumers in there? Like we're big fans of Red Bull as well.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can say that now. I think we'll integrate some more Red Bull tweets. Right now, this is super athlete kind of relationship focused. And we'll keep the conversation going with consumers, and we'll see what's right.
And we're experimenting together, and we're really happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thrilled by the app. I think it's the coolest thing ever. And all the stuff that you showed, it's really an interesting new way to consume tweets. And I think Twitter's, it's so it's so valuable and addicting. And I think the beginning of understanding it is really consuming tweaks, and you've made it real easy in Seesmic.
Thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.